am disgusted too, Tectone. I am also very disgusted. This is actually something that I personally take a grudge to because, as you know, a person myself, I have to come out and say things clearly. I don't like this whole white and black situation. What I would like to say is African Americans and European people, or like American people. There's American and there's African American people. I don't know why we have to always identify people's colors. I get it. If you're describing someone, you can't really say, hey, there's, it's a you don't really know if he's a Caucasian or he's Asian or wherever he comes from, right? What ethnicity he is. But I'm gonna put on my camera now to reveal to you the truth. Hello, that is me, okay? I don't really do much. Oh shit. I hope you can hear me from this. I don't really do much of like the live video recording and stuff like that because on my main channel, I don't know. I don't really pick live recording. But now I'm doing it because I want to show you. Do you see my skin color? Do you see this? This is what you call colored. So being colored is kind of like a mix between white and black. So you could say that I have a say between them, but no. Actually, what I found out just a few weeks ago, that on my page for my primary school, I don't know what my old birth certificate said, but it said that I am white. Can you believe it? I don't know. I cannot. I don't know if I can believe it myself, but I accepted it. I accepted the fact. My mother never told me this. The only time I found it out was when I, searched through the papers and things. And that was very inspirational to me because then it made me realize who I was. The reason why you see a white character, right? The reason why you see a butler on my YouTube channel, right? A white guy instead of like my type of skin tone is because that's who I am and how I fit in as a person. Everyone represents themselves differently, and I represent myself as a butler. Mr. Bobby Butler actually was designed because people boss me around a lot. That's why I call myself a butler. And Bobby because someone called me bubbly last time because I have a bubbly personality whatsoever. So yeah, you get the idea. But actually, I wanted to make this video because of the recent thing that happened with Tectone, and he showed a video about this poor woman getting executed on a train transit. And this is disgusting. This is something that happens also in my country, South Africa. It doesn't happen as frequently, but it's definitely on race thing, a situation. And when it does happen, it's disgusting. Because one thing you have to understand as a colored person speaking to coloreds, we all know that we like to fit in and we also like to communicate with each other. There is no such thing as racism. The problem is people keep trying to point this idea and this speech of how people need to be separated and saying like, oh, but the white people get all the privileges. The white people, there's no white people that, oh my goodness, they get the education, they get the houses, they get the money. No. You're in denial because you didn't have the right education. You're envying the white people because you're seeing what you don't have. That is your problem and you need to solve that. That is one of the biggest problems that I see so many people do, and it's upsetting. It's freaking upsetting, and I'm disgusted too because this video, Tectone's video, is making me speak about this because this is something that I also had to deal with. I also envied white people. I also say, hey, if I was a white man, I would have done this with my money. I would have done this and that, But that's envying. You shouldn't envy white people. And then when I found out that my original race was white, I can also say, speaking for white people, I'm sure that they are not going to say to a black person, oh, you need to go to the back of my garden and start picking cotton, eh? You're a slave. You have to go back there and start picking cotton. No, they're not going to do that. What the bloody hell is this? Slavery was abolished back in the 1900s. We don't need to repeat it. So, that this whole idea of this whole racism mentality is just disgusting, and I believe that everyone should stop doing it. Stop it, okay? And the reason why African American people and the darker skinned people always say this, including myself, my people as well say that, oh, but they always get all the privileges, is because you're not focusing on the most important thing you need in life. The most important thing you need in life is education. Education is one of the most powerful things in the world. If you have education, You can get a lot of jobs. I promise you. If you want to study something, take the time to study something, okay? Then you can start earning the big bucks. The problem is you're too damn lazy and you're too envying somebody else instead of focusing on your own things. And I used to do that plenty of times. I'm just as guilty. And trust me, when I say that white people are also on the same line, exactly. There are some white people that envy black people because they're like, look at him, he's in a high position. How the hell did he get there? But you don't hear white people saying that because they're going to be obliterated, okay? But that's what they think in their heads. And that's what you must understand. Not everyone is going to be the same. Not everyone is going to be the same. That's why we have the bottom of the food chain and top of the food chain. The way to get to the top of the food chain, ladies and gentlemen, is actually to just have education. Okay? To have education. And I was called a pizza delivery boy so many times in high school. It was crazy. Okay? But then I came to a church as I came to school as a pastor, but that's a whole nother story. But I just wanted to say, it's not about color, it's about education and life choices. If you don't have the education and you don't make the right decisions in life, you cannot feel good about yourself and you will always blame the other person and you will blame the other race because you envy them. Do not envy them, ladies and gentlemen. And for that poor woman and that man, that African American man who executed her, I'm sorry, but you need to go to a mental asylum or just get locked up forever because that is just disgusting. Apparently, he got released 16 times by the sound of what Tectone said. And I'm sorry, Tectone. You know, you're supposed to have like a nice time off and you're reading Twitter and stuff. You know, you're seeing all these things happening. But hey, I hope you have a good time off. And I hope that all these negative things don't surround your head so much. But as a colored/white person myself, I have to say, you know what, I can't confuse myself with the two. I'm just gonna say white. I'm sorry, okay? Literally, my profile picture is white. So why am I confusing myself? I literally don't listen to rap music as much. I love formal parties. I don't like going to big ass parties. Not that I'm saying, I can't go to, big ass parties. I do when it's with friends and stuff. But honestly, I like formal parties. I'm for that wine and tea. But yeah, I like crumpet biscuits. On a serious note, I hope you have a good one, and yeah, just stay safe in public, man. Jeez.